Next up on the Big 7 for you tonight, high school football practice is underway across the area. Just before the start of another school year, we wanted to see how athletes stay safe while out in the heat. Heat acclimation practices kick off next week across East Tennessee, and with rising temperatures, the risk of heat-related illness increases, especially for younger athletes. Now, staying hydrated is key. Athletes should drink plenty of water before, during, and after practice. If an athlete begins to feel overheated, they are urged to alert their athletic trainer and coach right away. Experts say gradually adjusting to the heat is critical for safety and performance.
Concern is what we call a heat stroke, which can be a medical emergency, and that's really where there's not a period of time where these young athletes can get acclimated to the heat. It's summer, kids are out of school, so they haven't been outside for hours on end with these practices. So it's really important for us to just have a period of time to allow kids to kind of gradually transition.
Dr. Bowden says heat-related illness is a real concern and not something to take lightly. He says it is best to take preventative measures ahead of practice and games to avoid heat-related injuries. In other sports news for you, former West High School head football coach Lamar Brown has now joined the coaching staff at Maryville High School as a defensive assistant. Brown was relieved of his coaching duties at West in June after an internal investigation. That investigation finding there had been a significant lack of oversight in the school's football program. This came after two assistant football coaches at West, Chad Brooks and Richard Shaver, were charged with sex crimes. Now, Brown was not charged in connection with either criminal investigation, and Brown's attorney maintaining his innocence. Brown became head coach at West High in 2017 after a decade at Morristown West. And now Maryville head football coach Derek Hunt telling 6 News tonight, quote, "We are very excited to have a championship caliber coach join our staff." He went on to say, "We have been friends for a while now, and he is an outstanding football coach and an even better person," end quote. Big developments coming to the University of Tennessee, the university ending an agreement for a Chinese scholarship program. Now, this development comes after House Republicans sent a letter to 7 universities across the country, including UT. The letter urging these schools to end the scholarship program. Now, this comes as some lawmakers raise concerns over the program's ties to the Chinese Communist Party. A University of Tennessee spokesperson, meanwhile, telling 6 News 3 students are enrolled through this scholarship program right now. UT says it is assessing the potential impact on these students at this time. Next for you on the Big 7 today, Knox County commissioners got a walkthrough of the Richard L. Bean Juvenile Detention Center. Commissioners, including the commissioners on the juvenile facility's new board, got to see facility operations firsthand. This after it spent weeks in the headlines. We've been telling you how 2 employees were fired in apparent retaliation by longtime Superintendent Richard Bean. The backlash prompted him to announce his retirement, with the facility's new interim leader, Brian Bivens, now getting up to speed on operations at the facility. Now, when we interviewed Bivens on Tennessee This Week earlier this month, he said he wanted to make sure the facility was abiding by all the DCS requirements. Well, today we asked Commissioner Damon Rawls if he saw any violations during this morning's tour, and here's what he had to say.
Well, I don't know about any violations of that today, but he's been in there for 2 weeks, and we see things moving in the right direction. So, absolutely, I'm excited about where we're going. I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited about what we're doing for our young people.
After commissioners toured the center, they participated in their first public meeting. During that meeting, Larson J. was appointed as chair of the new juvenile board. Moving down our Big 7 list for you right now, a Maryville man arrested. The Blount County Sheriff's Office says an investigation was opened after learning he could have been selling drugs to children. A search warrant was executed at 27-year-old Jamel Mathis's Seals Crossing Way home. Now, during the search, investigators say they seized more than 2 pounds of marijuana, as well as THC edibles, THC vapes, and THC liquid. Among other things, Mathis is charged with maintaining a dwelling where drugs are used or sold. He is due in court next week. And for our final Big 7 story of the night, several ramps to I-275 will be intermittently closed. This started just a few moments ago. Here are the ramps that will be affected: 40 East to 275 North, Henley Street to 275 North, and then 40 West to 275 North. TDOT says closures will happen between 7 tonight and 6 tomorrow morning. Now, during this time, crews will be preparing for another round of bridge replacement work, which is scheduled for this weekend. I-275 will be closed again from 7 tomorrow night until 6 Monday morning for the bridge replacement project. We're told a third weekend closure is planned for the fall. And we're hearing from NASA tonight regarding a mysterious big boom heard across East Tennessee 2 days ago. That moment captured on surveillance video. So take a listen. We're going to play it for you a couple times. You know, NASA tells 6 on Your Side, quote, "Our data sources showed no indication of a fireball or meteor in the area at the time of the incident," end quote. Now, we told you that reports of a loud boom were sent to the Blount County Sheriff's Office. Some Facebook users said their house even shook after the sound.